Hello, and welcome to Krucy Does Gardening and Stuff. This is basically the first video that I'm doing for the channel, just to try to give like a brief description of what I would like to try to do with the channel. Um, I'd like to mostly try to do gardening stuff, but I live in Quebec in Canada, so basically half the season we can't really grow stuff too much because of the snow and the cold weather. So basically during winter time, I guess the and stuff in the channel, I'll try to do other things like maybe doing some cooking stuff, whether it's with bread or um, maybe trying to do some pickling and jams. But I don't really know much about pickling and doing jams. I'd like to maybe try to eventually learn how to do that kind of stuff. Um, I guess towards the end of the growing season, I can dry some of the herbs that I have in the garden. For example, with the parsley that we grow, mostly with the Italian parsley. Um, the types of seeds that I'd like to try to get are the heirloom seeds, because at least with the seeds that you get from the plants, you can basically regrow them and get basically the same plant from the seed. For example, with the tomato seeds, if I collect these seeds from the tomato plants or from the tomato, when I replant them, it should be the same plant. Whereas if you get like a hybrid tomato, which is basically a cross pollination of two different tomato plants, you might not necessarily get the same tomato plant when you grow it. And with organic, I'm not too sure if I'll get organics. Basically because they're just the companies are basically just certifying that the seeds came from plants that were organically grown. But from my understanding is that the plants can still be cross-pollinated. So um, when you regrow the seeds from the plant, it might not necessarily be the same tomato plant. But um, if someone wants to write in the comments just to kind of confirm it or not, because I'm not 100% sure about that. And I guess some of the other stuff I'd like to try to do on the channel during winter times, maybe just doing some repairs and things, or just try to fix things. For example, if I have an axe head that needs a new handle, I'll try to make a video of putting the handle on the axe head and how to do it. And I'll try to figure out a few other things for fixing things. Some of these seeds that I've collected, it's not a lot, but I've collected some garlic chive seeds and just regular chives, and I've regrown both plants without any problems, and it looks like they do well. And another thing I like to try to do is, well, it's an Estonian. If you guys are interested or curious to see what language it's written in, it's basically dill seeds that my grandfather had collected on my mother's side from 1984, 1985. So it's basically a lot of seeds. I had a second container, but of dill seeds, but the seeds started going kind of bad, or started getting moldy and funny smelling. So I ended up just throwing the seeds in the compost. Nothing grew from them. But I'm just curious to try to see if any of the seeds would grow from, I guess, from that far back. It's what, like maybe 20, 30 years? I think it's safe to say it's almost 30 or 35 years old that the seeds. But I guess I could do a sort of like a water test with them. Basically, just filling up a glass full of water, or maybe like a mason jar full of water. And from what I understood is that the seeds that float are the seeds that are not good, or that won't grow. The seeds that sink to the bottom would still end up growing. So But if I'm saying it wrong, if you could write it down in the comments if I'm saying it the wrong way. So, or if there's another way of, or I guess you could just try to plant some of the seeds and see if they grow that way too or not. So, um, yeah, that's basically what I have to say for the moment. I'll try to put out another video sometime soon, and thanks for visiting this channel, and I hope to see you guys soon. Oh, if you guys have any suggestions of any videos that I could maybe try to do, just write them down in the comments below, and I'll try to see what I can do. Thank you. Have a good day.